Alright everyone, hello and welcome. My name is TyrionLanstr. Now, for today, we just recently got to the Ultimate Conquest stage of the Alliance Conquest Season 7. I could not be more excited. I absolutely love Alliance Conquest. I think it's the most fun game mode, and I'm thrilled to be participating with Mad this season. Really quickly, I promise it will not take long on this, but we had an awesome last match with BDR. It was a lot of fun. A lot of things went right for us, and we came out on top. But it was a really, really close match. That we kind of got an early lead and we hung on to it the whole time. So definitely really exciting. Made us a lot of us very optimistic about the future. I think 61 billion is the strongest Mad has really ever been. So just really, really excited about that. But I wanted to take time to do my predictions and kind of explain to you why I'm picking which teams I am, and hopefully that will help you. So I already have done this, and I just want to kind of go through each pick and kind of explain why I have them, and then I'm going to confirm it for you guys. But so the very first match, we have Run and RUI. I think this is pretty much a no-brainer. I'm just going to tell you right now, I think Run is going to just run away with this. I think they're going to beat everyone. So they're going to be an easy pick for me. I'm picking Run here. In the interest of time, I don't want to take a lot more time than that, so Run is my first pick. Next, RIP and CTP. I'm going to be honest, I was kind of surprised RIP made it all the way here. Good on them. Like they really did a great job. But I think that to a certain extent, when you look at their results, they haven't really faced any alliances that have tested them. And on the alternative, you have CTP, who I think this was a surprising loss. But the fact that that was a surprising loss shows you just how strong they are. Like CTP is definitely a very, very strong alliance. Their losses have been to Run, BDR, and N3O, and their others have been really strong. Now, I will say that my biggest kind of question mark around them is this Sin match. Now, my guess as to why this was so close is that Sin is a lot of their alts, and so I would assume that the reason that match was that close was that they were kind of in agreement they weren't going to waste speed ups or anything like that. And just from looking at it when you open it, it's really not 100% clear. I can't really tell. I think though that healing looks low, but I'm honestly not like 100% sure. And that's definitely kind of an odd result, just because looking at RIP, they did just face Sin at some point. I think. Maybe I'm totally wrong about that. Okay, just kidding. I'm totally wrong. They've not faced Sin. Maybe Sin would stop them. Either way, I think CTP is my pick there. I think that they're probably stronger than ninth, and that's just an unlucky pull for RIP. Okay, FEH and ETA. This is the old CKU. It was really ETA, then it became CKU. Now it's ETA again. I don't think this is a particularly strong alliance. I think that they're decent, but I think there's reason they're 13th, and FDH I think is just going to take that. FDH is really strong. I think they're probably going to get ETA at a bad time. ETA likes to do 1900 events, and my guess is that FDH is going to keep doing a 100. Yeah, so that's probably not a good draw for them. All right, Mad and HOH. Obviously, I'm in Mad. I feel pretty good about Mad winning this. In general, we know HOH pretty well. We are pretty confident that we have stronger leads than them. And my guess and my hope is that we're probably going to not really do a full bloodbath match. They're probably going to be saving up theirs to try to win their next match, which will probably be against ETA. And we're really going to be saving up for our next match with FDH. So my hope is that it's not too bloody, but I think Mad will definitely come on top. N3O and Ash, I think this is another one that's just easy. N3O is just really strong, got a ton of whales. I don't see Ash having anyone to really stand up to them, so N3O is going to take that. OBV and KAC, I actually think this, although it is a 7-10, I think this is actually another easy call. I think KAC is definitely going to win this one. OBV is strong. They're the ones that beat Sin. I'll get to them later. They beat Sin pretty handily, which I was pretty impressed by. They're definitely strong, don't get me wrong, but I think KAC is just not a 10 seed. I think they're one of the strongest couple alliances here. And I think they've literally only lost to Run, and I don't blame them. So I think KAC is going to take this. IKW and MHL. I think this one's actually probably one of the tougher matches to predict of this. I think IKW will take it, but I will fully admit, I mean, I think a lot of it may come down to just the times. I mean, MHL, I think they're trying to push for 1900 times, but I also know that that's like not ideal for Terrax. So I don't know. I mean, it's definitely. I don't think did Terrax participate? Yeah, he did. So I don't know. Maybe Terrax is there. Look, I'm not entirely sure. I think IKW is going to take this. They're just crazy busted, like 87 billion, just absurdly strong. So I think they're going to win. But MHL is definitely going to give them a run for their money, and I think that that's actually, despite being a 3-14 matchup, I think it's going to be a close one. And I'll just say in general, I wish that there had been 8 rounds of this because I think it would balance out a little bit better, and the seedings would be make a little more sense. I think that OBV and RIP probably would not be at 7 and 8. I think CTP and KAC, who they're facing, would probably be higher. And I think that it would just be a little bit more fair and balanced. I think MHL would be higher than 14th. But I also do think that this probably is the top 16 or so teams. I think that's the right teams. I just don't know that I totally agree with the order. But NW1 BDR last. I will say this I think is going to be a really good match. NW1 has been strong. I mean, they just beat RUI. That's why RUI is in 16th. They beat RBS. They beat HOH. Like, they've been really good. They lost to BDR before, and it wasn't very close. That's kind of why I expect BDR to win this one again, to be honest. Like, I just think that, I mean, that's a stomp. And my guess is that they haven't made so many changes that they're going to really change this type of result. So I have BDR winning this, but I do think that NW1 is pretty strong. I think they're just going to get a really unlucky pull. So, kind of going around 2 now, Run versus CTP. I do think Run's going to take this one as well. I think CTP's strong, but I don't think they're going to be able to beat Run. Mad versus FDH. Honestly, I'm in Mad. I think Mad is really, really strong. I think we have a lot of leads. I think we could pull it off. So I'm going to go with Mad on this, but I will say that this is going to be a very, very good match. Probably the match that we're really, really focused on. You know, can we win that one? And I will say Mad beat FDH without any of its tough members. You know, myself and Diver and Titanic and a couple others all hopped over. And they beat FDH before. I will say FDH now has Odin and some other people. So, you know, who knows? I think it's going to be a really close one, but that's going to be a lot of fun to watch. N3O and KAC. This is probably a controversial pick. I took KAC here. I think KAC is crazy strong. I think this lineup is just insane. The amount of crazy strong leads that they have. And I'll say right now, we're facing them in Treasure Seeker, and it is really annoying. They have so many strong leads. I think KAC is going to beat N3O here, but maybe I'm wrong. N3O is really strong too. That's going to be a really good match, though, honestly. I think that one's a bit of a toss-up. I'm taking KAC just because I think that they're kind of, you know, crazy over there, and maybe they'll pull it off, but who knows. IKW and BDR, this is another one that's going to be really, really good. Like, these 4 matches are going to be so much fun, honestly. Run and CTP have a history. Mad and FDH have a history. N3O and KAC is going to be really close. IKW and BDR is the last one. I think IKW takes this one again, but I think that BDR totally has the capability to do it. I do think IKW is probably the next strongest alliance. They also have freakishly strong accounts. So I think it's going to be IKW taking that, but that's a good one. I mean, that's going to be close. Just to finish out some of the top layer, though, looking at Run and Mad, I do think Run's going to beat us. I want to believe in Mad, but I don't think I believe in us that much. Between KAC and IKW, I'm going to take IKW here. I don't know. This one's tough for me. It really could go either way. I mean, I think KAC is really strong too, but I just think IKW there is a reason why they have a slight power edge. They have just a freakish number of accounts. KAC is strong. I think IKW takes it. I think they've shown that they've been able to be coordinated, and I kind of think they're just going to be soloing like crazy, both sides, but I don't know how it's going to turn out. I think it'll be IKW, though. Between Run and IKW, I do think Run will win. Like, I think they'll win at the end. Again, Run is just their Run. Like, they're crazy strong. So I'll get to now the bottom half. So coming down here, we had RUI and RIP. I think RUI is going to take this. RUI is a very underrated 16th. They're obviously very, very strong. They just lost to NW1 in a pretty shocking loss. I think people were pretty surprised. But NW1 has shown in the past they're able to deal with RUI. So I in general think that RUI is probably stronger than RIP. But RIP has been really good. I mean, they haven't lost yet. So who knows exactly how good these guys could be. ETA and the HOH, I think that's going to be a really, really fun match, a really close one. I want to believe in HOH. I have a lot of friends over there, and I want to believe that they can win that one. But I do think that's going to be a really, really good match to watch. So that's one to be on the lookout for. Ash and OBV, this is tough. Like, that's a really, really tough choice for me between Ash and OBV. I went with Ash. I do think Ash is actually pretty strong. I think they just kind of get screwed by facing Mad. The loss to RBS is tough. That was a little bit surprising. But, I mean, they beat CKU pretty handily at the beginning. And, I mean, they beat NDM, and NDM is usually pretty strong. I don't know. I think it's going to be close. I'm giving it to Ash just because I think that they're going to pull it out in the end, but it'll definitely be another close one. And then MHL and NW1, I feel bad for NW1. I don't think that they really deserve to be a 2-and-out alliance, but I think that draw of BDR into MHL is just brutal, so I think MHL will take that. Next, we had CTP and RUI. I think CTP takes this. Again, CTP is pretty strong. They have a lot of accounts. I kind of have faith that they'll be able to pull out a win over RUI. FDH and HOH, I think FDH should win that pretty handily. N3O and Ash, N3O is going to win that. And then MHL and BDR, this is a really, really interesting match. I debated this for a while. I think MHL will pull it out. But damn, I mean, that's another really close one that I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. It's going to be a fun one to watch, BDR and MHL, if that happens. Those are two strong alliances. I picked MHL, but it could really go either way. Okay, so we have CTP and FDH. That's going to be an excellent match. I do, again, think CTP will come out on top. I think that they are really, really well coordinated. They're really good at reinforcing, and they have a lot of strong accounts over there, even with the loss of CC and Maromia. They gained a lot of other accounts to replace them. So we'll see, but I do think CTP can pull it out. N3O and MHL, I'm going with N3O here. N3O has shown that they've really pulled it together. They're really coordinated now. They seem really strong. And I think that they should be able to beat MHL, although I do think it'll be a very close and fun match. So then we get Mad versus CTP. And I will be totally honest when I say that I think I'm biased here. I think for your own brackets, it's fair for you to take CTP here. I think Mad can beat them. I think we can. I mean, just based purely on the fact that CTP lost to BDR and we beat BDR tells me that it's possible. I still think it will be like an upset, but it's definitely possible. So I'm taking Mad there because I want to believe in us and I don't want to get a prediction wrong because I didn't believe in us. So I'm taking Mad, but I think CTP I think realistically this is like a 60-40 match. I think CTP probably wins 60% of the time. Mad probably wins 40% of the time. So it's pretty close, and it'll just be interesting to see what happens. KAC and N3O, I mean, this is the same match we had earlier. I thought KAC would win it then, and I'm going to go with them winning it again here, but I don't know for sure. That's definitely a tough one. I said it was going to be a tough call here. It's going to be another tough call there. So, we'll see, but I do think KAC is stronger than a 10th slot would show. Okay, then we got Mad versus KAC. Again, I think Mad can win that. I think that's pretty arrogant of me, to be totally honest. I think that KAC will likely beat us if we do get to that point. I think that they just have way more counts that are maxed than Mad does. But I think it's possible. And I'm basically operating on this. If I think it's possible, I want to believe. We found a way to beat BDR, even though they have Burgle and Millers, or they're now No Cersei and Budget Whale. So I want to have faith. I want to have faith that we can, if we can beat them, we can beat CTP, we can beat KAC. But I do think that's a stretch. I don't want to go crazy. I do think IKW will beat Mad. I think that unlike the others, where they have like maybe one or two like crazy strong, like the rest of their accounts are obviously very strong. But looking at like KAC, I look at them and I see CC, Peacetown, Marrow, Mia. Those three accounts, like, we're not knocking them out of anywhere. I think Clarasma is pretty strong. UU50K is pretty strong. Die Hard's definitely strong. I mean, none of those accounts are going to be easy to knock out, but I think it's possible. I don't really think it's possible with CC, Peacetown, or Marrow. And I think similarly with CTP, you could say the same about probably, like, I think Donnerbart's actually not that strong, nor is Bad Moon, but I think that like definitely for sure, if I can find Elche, like he's not going out, and TOK, the only king, the two of them are pretty much not getting knocked out, but I think the rest of them would be doable. It wouldn't be easy, but I think they're doable. So that's kind of my theory on that. But IKW, like, the list is just a little bit too long. Orion, Lightning Z, Sungnam, Devil Core, like Imperial Rocks, like they just have, I don't think that's gonna happen. So we'll see. But that's kind of my predictions there. I think IKW against Run. I do think Run will take that again. I hope this was helpful. I hope that you kind of got some sense of where I'm putting my predictions. I did pretty well last time on the predictions, so I'm hoping to do well again this time. I'm going to go ahead and lock it in. Maybe you'll tell me later that I'm totally crazy to make a pick. I'm going with it, though. I'm firing it out there. Who knows? Hope for the best. Confirming it. And I'll just show quickly the rewards that you get from it. If you get all 30 right, you get a 15% total defense badge and 50,000 diamonds. That's huge. I would be thrilled if I could just get to 20 wins. If I can just get to 2,000 diamonds and a 3-day speed up, that's pretty good. I think getting 24 is kind of wishful thinking. There's to be some nice coupons, but realistically, it's hard to get all this right. So I hope that you enjoyed watching my predictions. I hope that this made sense to you, and I hope that this was helpful in some way. Please comment below if you have different opinions. These are, in fact, my opinions. This is not me crowdsourcing anything. This is just my thoughts. I could be wrong. I could be right. Please let me know. Have a great rest of your day, though, folks. Until next time, my name is TyrionLanstr. Goodbye.